Nearly 10,000 people voted for a man with a bit on his face during yesterday's by-election in Clacton, and I think that says everything we need to know about the current state of British politics. Yes, Nigel Farage still won. We were expecting him to. Clacton is a reform stronghold. But the fact that Binface secured nearly 10,000 votes, 9,455 to be precise, says a lot about the state of British politics. Because people are fed up. People are fed up with the current system, and that's evident. It's evident by the rise in reform, the rise of Restore Britain, the rise of the Green Party even. People are fed up with the status quo. And yes, this whole Binface versus Farage saga has been a laugh. It's reached global attention.
Where would that fall on the political spectrum?
Well, I am the galactic center, and everything else just revolves around me like little planets.
Could you put that in, like, American political terms?
Yes. I'm the galactic center, and everything else spins around me like little planets.
People all over the world have been rooting for Binface, and ironically have said that they would travel to Clacton if Binface wins. And I say ironically because a large reason as to why Clacton is in the state that it's in is because of its loss of tourism. Butlins closed in 1983, which massively contributed to the loss in tourism revenue. So in this hypothetical world where Binface did actually win the Clacton by-election, there would be a massive influx of tourism, but also that would be a huge message to the establishment. Because unlike Farage has claimed, Binface is not the establishment.
Yeah.
Have you won?
Yes.
You have won?
Yeah, very convincingly. I've managed to beat the establishment candidate.
And yes, Nigel Farage, commodity broker, MEP, MP, is part of the establishment.
I've managed to beat the establishment candidate.
The turnout was just under 45%, so 10,000 people nearly voting for Binface is a big win. But all of this aside, this was still a huge waste of time and money because the parliamentary investigation has continued against Farage. This by-election is estimated to have cost the taxpayer £250,000. That's money that could have been spent on helping people, funding healthcare, funding social services. But Nigel Farage doesn't care about that. All he cares about is lining the pockets of him and his friends. He hasn't actually won in the sense that he'd like his supporters to believe he won. And underneath the surface, under all of this political theater, people are still struggling. On a day-to-day basis, it's not immigration that is affecting their lives. They want their potholes to be fixed. They want their lives to become more affordable.
And I think we're going to have to move to an insurance-based system of healthcare.
And Nigel Farage has said he wants to privatize the NHS. He wants to move to an insurance-based system, which will affect Clacton residents the most because a large proportion of Clacton residents are pensioners. And this is another reason why Clacton is struggling, because a large percentage of the population are pensioners. They take more from the state, they take more from the NHS, they take more from social care. Because as you get older, you require those services more than when you were younger. But again, the parliamentary investigation has continued, so we'll just have to see how that plays out. This could be the end of Nigel Farage, and let's hope that it is, because Clacton residents deserve an MP that will actually look out for their best interests instead of lining their pockets.
Everything he says he can't do, and everything he says he's going to do, he can't do, and what he hasn't done so far is nothing. So